Welcome back. Today's video, I'm going to discuss a framework that you should think about for your insurance marketing. If you're an insurance company wanting to generate new business, new leads, more customers, more qualified business to your firm, then this is going to be a really essential video for you to think about as far as a framework on how to actually deliver to it, because a lot of people are just pounding away at trying to get new customers. And, there's a lot of people I speak to, insurance firms, that they currently want to run some form of marketing campaigns. They're in really good business. They've got an established firm. They've got call centers, proven sales systems, but they just quite can't figure out how to generate more business, or they currently have tried it and they've failed and not had much success. They currently do it, but they feel like they could be getting more, or they do it at the moment, but just don't feel they're not just seeing the results that they would like to see. So this is a framework to think about, because this is going to completely change your perception on how marketing works. So quick introduction. My name is Brandon. I own a marketing agency. We help insurance firms add hundreds of new policy sales, qualified leads, phone calls directly to their business by customers coming directly to them. We do this with a series of acquisition systems that we install for your business. This is my LinkedIn. Feel free to check it out. I'll leave all the descriptions below, but Rainmaker for insurance firms, all that good stuff. Been doing this stuff for around about a decade, and we have delivered some incredible results for clients. Just a quick note, it's not dark in here. It's actually the morning. I live in the UK. It's very grim, miserable, and we haven't had much light yet, and it's nearly 9 o'clock. Awesome. So into the video. A framework to think about, and the framework is thinking about insurance marketing as more of a flywheel, and a flywheel is a mechanical device that stores energy in form of rotation. Now, what does that mean in plain English? Think about this more of a snowball rolling down a hill. Initially, when it starts, you build it by hand, you have to compact, you have to put energy, and it's very small to start off with. As it goes down the hill, if done correctly, it builds up bigger momentum, but it also builds up size by collecting more snow. So that's the same way that you really need to think about your marketing, instead of thinking about this as a straight line. So just quickly explain how people do think about marketing at the moment. So they have point 1 and point 2. And effectively, they are just constantly trying to attract new customers into point 1. So point 1 being that they're running ads, they're using Facebook ads, maybe they're using Google ads, maybe they're using some other ad platform, and just effectively they're just bidding on keywords, they're showing ads to everybody, and they're just constantly trying to get people to the other end. And the other end is, let's just say, a sale, right? And they're constantly using this one platform to just keep on pounding away. And obviously, some people make it to the end, a lot of people just drop off, and then they just spend a lot of money here. They spend a lot of money originally just trying to feed in to that initial system. This will make sense once I explain, how you should think about this. So think about insurance marketing as more of a flywheel. So you've got a massive, terrible circle. And the ways to think about this is this section here is your attract, engage, and deliver. So the idea being is that you spend money towards attracting people here. So these are going to be people from Google ads. So this is the same as what you are doing at the moment. So you Google ads, Facebook ads, omni-channel, multiple channels, maybe just one channel. You shouldn't be doing one channel in this day and age for this for insurance, because it's so competitive. You need to use multi-channels, but that's not what this video is. The idea here is that we have a big pool of customers that we can now get in front of via good marketing, all the other methods that that you do to generate business. And then the idea here is that you put them through into a system, landing page. This is a call funnel, a callback request. This is just being able to get some sort of information, maybe through a quote funnel where they submit their information for a callback. The idea here is that you need to consistently put these people through this system here. So when you get to engage, the idea and the premise being is that you don't stop at this section. So once you have their information, you then need to engage with that customer, which means that you can send text messages, you can send WhatsApp messages, you can send emails, You can send voicemails. You can send Looms. Loom is basically what I'm recording this on now. You can send voice notes, which are, recorded voice notes. And the engage section is, once you have that customer's information, are you doing everything you possibly can? Obviously, telephone calls are going to come into this as well. Telephone calls really should be the top one. Are you doing everything you possibly can to be able to engage with that customer and make sure that you are doing as much as you can with that customer's information? The other thing that you can be doing here as well is, even once they've submitted information to you, run ads to them as well. So like retargeting ads for people who have submitted information. So then even if they don't answer the first time, or they're still a little bit unsure, maybe you've got to buy online, they've got a quote, but they haven't purchased yet, you can start to show them advertisements that actually engage the customer, talking about the features, the benefits, and why somebody should actually buy off you in the first place, why somebody should be interested. This is different to the type of ads that you would use in the attract section. How do we attract the person to be interested? But once they do show interest, how do we keep them interested, and how do we convert them to a customer? And that obviously leads through to the deliver section, and the deliver section is being able to actually provide a good service. Okay, so a good service, a service that people are interested in, something that is competitive, has a strong community, that type of stuff. Also, referrals, having a referral scheme in place. And this is really the interesting part, but because having a referral scheme in place and being able to have a situation where other people are being referred on, this is what ties everything together. This all feeds into itself. So you have to have a full system to be able to feed into itself, because this section, the referrals and the great service attract more customers, and then you've got advertisements coming in through this section here. So how this works is, if you think about it, is you have this consistent flow of ads, which is this section up here, driving new customers, new people into a system that is designed to attract business. It's designed to attract an eyeballs and attention. You can attract business through offers, good sales arguments, being able to be very selective with the type of business and the customers that you take on. So let's just say it's a life insurance. Maybe you focus in just over 50s. Maybe you focus in mums. Maybe you focus in dads. Maybe you do income protection just for self-employed. That is an example of a sub-niche within a niche. And that is essentially how you can attract people, by being a specialist in one area. So you can attract them through that. Good sales arguments being sort of refund guarantees, price matches, and all those sort of sales arguments. So that is how you attract people. Once you then attract them, how do you engage with that person? So how do you actually keep them interested? How do you make sure that you have the highest conversion rate possible? And then once you have that business, and effectively delivery as well is your sales calls. So how good you are at closing, so sales, closing, objection handling. Okay, all of that is part of the delivery process. And then once you've got all that section in, then with the customers that you do you have referral programs for them to refer new business to you? Have you got reviews? Have you got Trustpilot and those sections set up so people then, it feeds into itself. So by having more reviews, having more referrals and more testimonials, by default, more people will see your ads, more people will fall into the attract section, which allows you to then get engaged. The good thing about this and why this builds is because the more and more you do this, it feeds into itself. So the more referrals that you get, the larger the pool of the attraction comes. The more reviews that you get on Trustpilot, the more this feeds back into the perpetuating cycle. The more that you get as far as cash on the deliver section, the more that you can deliver into ads, which allows you to pump more into the attract. The more texts, the more emails, the more calls you make, the more business you're able to get here. So it's essential that you have a full system that feeds into itself. So month one, this system doesn't operate at a very big scale. By month 12 of continuing to put into the momentum, it then builds onto itself massively. And to be honest, it's more of a compound effect. So it compounds greater and greater every single month. Now, if you don't have this section here, you don't have this, you don't have this, and your service is okay, this then doesn't perpetuate into itself. So you are operating in a straight line theory. The same as if you don't have this, or this, for example. So you have voicemails and telephone calls. That then doesn't feed into itself because you then don't have enough power and enough momentum to actually go into the delivery stage. So everything feeds into itself. Everything is part of everything. And the whole idea here is you have to think more holistically. Okay, we now have the ads, but do we have all the other part of the system? We have good sales, but do we have all the other sections to be able to feed more customers into the top? And we have good delivery, we have good ads, but do we have all the engagement sections and the follow-up systems to be able to follow up from there? So that's just a quick premise on how to think about this. This video could be much longer if we really dive deep into this stuff and how to get to the exact parts of each step. But I just wanted to highlight this more of a framework to think about, and hopefully that's really helpful to you guys. If you got any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Again, links for my website and to book a call with us and LinkedIn are all in the description. Do all that good YouTube stuff, like, comment, and subscribe. Stick around for some more videos. If you're an insurance firm, this channel is going to be extremely helpful for you. Again, thanks for your time. Thanks for watching. Catch you soon.